Hey guys, welcome back to MLM Renegade. This is JR McKee, and I'm excited today to talk about a formula for self-confidence. So here's the million-dollar question. How are network marketers like us, who've tried everything their upline ever suggested to be successful, and yet still struggled, who grew up with technology and aren't stuck in the 20th century, how are we supposed to grow our downlines and our bank accounts and yet still have time for real life? My name is JR McKee. Join me as we explore how to use 21st century learning and technology to grow our downlines and build lasting wealth. Simply put, this is MLM done different. Welcome to MLM Renegade. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the self-confidence formula. Now this, I'm not quite sure how long this one will go, maybe a little bit shorter episode, but I really love this formula that I found and that I've been able to implement, and it's just been awesome. So first of all, I want to talk about a definite purpose statement, and in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about this pretty extensively. And the statement is your personal vision, and you want to read it to yourself when you wake up and before you go to bed at night. Read it with emotion, read it with feeling and passion. You got to be in action every single day. And so after you define your definite purpose statement and utilize it with the self-confidence formula that we're going to talk about here, that can be an incredible way to self-empowerment. So I'm going to read the self-confidence formula as it's listed here, and there's 5 different parts, and I'm going to read through it first, and then we can go back and talk about it a little bit. It says, first, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear and mental picture of that person. I know, though, through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object. Therefore, I devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. I have clearly written down a description of my definite purpose in life, and I will never stop until I have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will not engage in any transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism. I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. I sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud twice a day with full faith that it is continually influencing my thoughts and actions, affirming my commitment to becoming a self-reliant and successful network marketer. All right, guys, that was a mouthful, right? But I want to break it down because this has so much power in it, and it has had a ton of power in my life and continues to do so daily as I read it in the morning and I read it before I go to bed. Now, first, I know that I have the ability to achieve what I set out to, and I demand continuous action. Anybody who's been in network marketing talks about action and how action is definitely the key. And this gets you into action first off right in the day and demanding of yourself something stronger than you needed. Now, it helps you to really get through all of this and to be able to understand where it is that you're going. Now, second, I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind, what I think about, will eventually come to pass. Okay, and that's important also. Thoughts are things, and the more that we focus on them, the more that they will come to reality. And I concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily on them. So now that thought can be meditation, that thought can be through personal development. Whatever that 30 minutes is, it's imperative. And I tell you, my days go so much better when I have spent that 30-minute period of time to actually become my best and to do my best. So that 30 minutes is highly, highly, highly important. Now, I want to create in my mind that clear mental picture of the person that I am becoming. Because again, when we can envision that, we've set our sights on that peak. Now all of a sudden, we can achieve those things. If you can't believe it, you can't achieve it. So when you start to believe, you start to achieve. Now, I know that through the through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold will eventually seek expression. Okay? Again, think about it, obsess about it, work towards it. Get up on your feet and work as if that's everything that has to be done, that it all lies on your shoulders, and things will conspire, the universe will conspire with you to make those things happen. Now, devote 10 minutes daily to develop self-confidence. Part of that 10 minutes is reading this statement. Being self-confident is not being cocky, okay? Very, very different. In fact, cockiness usually is a lack of self-confidence. When you are self-confident, you can grow and you can inspire other people. And when you're cocky, usually you just turn them away. I've written down, I've clearly written down a description for my definite purpose. Write it down. That's why you write down goals. That's why you write it down, okay? Put it together so that you have this definite purpose that you can go back to day in and day out. Now, fifth, be honest. Okay, I can't wrap this one in any more importance than be honest. You attract to yourself what you exude. If you're out there being just, I don't know, slimy, we've all dealt with slimy salespeople or people who are like, we're talking to and we're like, you know what, I'm just not sure I quite trust this guy. That's not what we want to be viewed as, and that's not what we want to attract to ourselves. So don't be that person, right? You want to attract to you people that are going to be able to help you and be able to enable you to do the things that you want to do. Now, I cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. Okay? I will tell you, one of my faults, I am very sarcastic. Okay? And with that sarcasm comes some cynicism a lot. And, I'm trying to eliminate jealousy and envy and selfishness and cynicism from my world. That's something that you guys are along for the ride with me as I get to do that. And that's one of the exciting things about this podcast is you guys get to see me grow, and I get to catalog it. And it's this has become in a lot of ways a journal for myself for our business. And I look forward to looking back 3 months from now, or 6 months from now, or a year from now, and seeing, gosh, who was that dude a year ago? Like, what was he even doing? Like, I imagine that. Okay, I'm not so self-centered to believe that this is the best podcast that you've ever listened to. Now, I fully intend for it to become your go-to podcast when it comes to everything network marketing. But I understand that that's not what it is right now. But I'll get there, and you guys get to come along for the ride, and that's incredibly powerful. It's incredibly powerful for you guys to see my soft underbelly, and there's definitely some soft in that belly, but for you guys to be able to see that and interact with me and know that, hey guys, I'm a human, like I'm a regular guy. And if I can do this and I can be successful and I've had success, you can too. And that together we can use things to grow our businesses, whether we're working in the same downline or just attracting people of our tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe is what I've heard people say, and I believe it. I want to attract to me people who want to be successful in this. I had an opportunity to go to a conference that Stephen Larson put on about offer creation. It was fantastic, and when he does it again, it's called OfferMind. You should definitely go. And I actually met some folks there who are in other network marketing companies. In fact, some of them are probably listening to this right now. So hey guys, but they're not in my company, but we have similar goals. And we have similar aspirations. And actually, when I dropped the first episode of MLM Renegade, those were the people I messaged and said, hey guys, I dropped it, go check it out. And they came back and said, hey, that's awesome, cool. Those are the sorts of people that I want to attract to me, and those are the things that build my self-confidence. Because when I crowd tested the Open to MLM Renegade with, oh gosh, a couple of dozen people. I said, hey, will you take a listen to this for me? And I had people who were in network marketing, people who weren't in network marketing, my friends, family, relatives. I said, hey, I put this together. I was really proud of it. I got a little bit creative. I'm not the most creative person. I'm fairly technically savvy, but don't ask me to paint a picture, okay? But I can paint a picture with words. And utilizing some cool music for their intro, I had a bunch of people say, hey, that's really great. That's really cool. In fact, I asked, I'm like, please tell me why it sucks. I need to make it better. Tell me why. And that's why I asked for reviews and for you guys to reach out to me, because I want to make this better. I want to make this the best use, of 20 or 30 minutes in a week that I can. Because ultimately, that's going to attract to me the people that I want to hang out with. Because for me, that's why I do this. I want to hang out with people. I want to have fun. I want to go do cool stuff, Heather and I got to go to Africa in April and hang out with our tribe, and we got to meet people and spend time with people that, we ended up at a company convention here this fall, just actually a few weeks ago. It was in October, and we saw people who we met in Africa, and it was like a homecoming. It was like, hey guys, how are you? A big hug, and we're able to get through and talk to those. Building up our self-confidence and building our dreams and seeing some of those little miniature summits as we move towards that grandeur peak. Those are the things that really make this all worth it. And you guys, I hope that you guys will take this. If you want a copy of the self-confidence formula, reach out to me. I'll be happy to send it to you. I'm actually going to get it loaded onto our webpage, in development right now. So it's not there yet. Still got a landing page, but we will be there, and soon we will have an opportunity to share these things with everybody, and you guys can ask questions. Actually, I'm planning on the website on MLMrenegade.com. We're going to have actually a place where you can say, hey, talk to JR, to where you can actually record your message directly to me. I can play it in the podcast and then respond to it, and then we can have a conversation and talk about how we're all growing together. So you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for listening, and please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. If you have any questions that you'd like to have answered on the show, email me at jr@mlmrenegade.com.